actions on the internet that it's nice to see that trends. I read this as well when I googled myself. New guy
Not supposed to have.
So this study was
Now, you are entering a new era. But
I was in between loser, okay?
when you are
Fellow man questions sociopathic behavior. Is happy when he thought he y'all see the problem. They're saying that. Oh, new guy. Later that night,
Edgar and Buttels need
0.8 million, and then it says, has anyone forgot about that?
my opinion of
10 top 2 most beautiful face you're looking at. Not me. On someone or something illegal to happen to someone as a list randomly in an article. That's just not happening. That's my point. New meme called New Guy, created to be the butt of an insensitive joke, but through love. Also, World War III is happening. Ah! Yeah, I made almost 3 times more than Dude Perfect. So there you go. But the point of New Guy is that just understanding that, yeah. It says January, I made 5 points. They kept going. Oh, they keep going. Oh, wow. All right. You know what? I take it back. NG pointed out that he saw someone else. That I think it's more
seated on
your fault. Okay? Like that was, thank you, the sun, for not at least undervaluating me. I things, which is not new. It's always gonna happen. You know, I sound like that guy. We're really haters. I'm not the loser. I swear. I don't Google myself. What is this now? Media portray PewDiePie as a... This is stone. You can't argue with fact. You can't argue with fact. This is the 10 top favorite things I've heard in a while. So another thing I mentioned in my past video was that pop stars. Look at them.
about that. But the price is...
It's besides the point. But basically, it's saying, hey, hey, hey. Oh, what's so funny? New guy. Person in the planet. How dare you? How dare you? One of these tweets is so funny. It's amazing. That's not the point either, but why? You're only because I'm a... But that is infinitely less interesting to me. Ton of really funny fan. Give my opinion, but man, do I love that guy. Our first quotation mark. I don't know if you have footage of that, but it was absolute madness. The first story come from TC Chandler, who... I won't show the artist because it's... He has all landmarks of a... Just happened to see this. It's because I did PewDiePie scandal. You know, in case you forgot. You remember this? Huh? Happened was... Oh, why are there so many articles? I don't understand. It shows up on the front page. Most hands and faces. The guy on the right didn't even make the list. Unbelievable. See, this is the way to celebrate it, even if you don't like it. This was based on a study. Project anger on the internet or in... Also, you know, an amazing meme template. The guy on the left got number 2. It's a little harsh to you, Singapore and Malaysia. It's not you just because it's a week ago and it's posting now. I'm so confused. Let's watch. Looks illegal. I'm the only one. Sorry. But then the sun was like, okay, all right. Well, then we overvalue. Look like an idiot. A bunch of stuff. But this thing doesn't make any sense. Good evening. I'm Poppy. I'm not supposed to. New guy steps in. I was making my blood boil. He should have been number 1. He should have been number 1. God damn it. Suck it. So basically what happened. So how does it work? It's which is old because it's just next news. All right. This is one of my YouTube. I'm not quitting YouTube. It's how so that his success story could be sold. Okay. I mean, obviously I was kind of a loser, but not just I'm ugly. PewDiePie is ugly as... Oh, they literally said it. Why did they... Someone trustworthy. It's so unintentional and tone deaf that it creates... Always.
For too long, you have been farting in the dark.
The ugly example. The guy on the left... Just how shape language, usually aggressive and active, kind of... It was kind of cool to see, you know? I just wanted to point that out. I'm sorry if I was so unproductive. It's like, what's the point of this? What's the end game? It's 3... Pewdiepie! Responses to that, or just echo. In 2019, apparently I made 50 with New Guy. He seems great. He's not judging, so it's just a waste of time and energy. Friends, there's so many articles coming out lately. I'm just like, I can't. And now there is a thing. There is such a thing. Don't even try to pretend it isn't. Oh my god, it's overseer PewDiePie's charity deeds or whatever. Like people bring up bad things. Made this webcomic and it goes like this. How do you like it if you were Rob? New guy says. Oh wow, I can tell we're gonna... I think it's great. Which is meant that she has a friend that's a girl and then she follows up with saying, okay, well sorry for it. It's so unself-aware. Controversial PewDiePie comic. I'm just like, how does that relate to me? I am so... Alright, we're entering the top 10. Sean meant that. Support and kindness. You turned me into some hated it the first time it happened. Especially back then as well, because you new guy. But that person is so tone deaf, they didn't understand that they made themselves into a
Greatest coming. Marcia.
to win the award. I don't deserve this, guys. Look, I'm not that attractive. I don't enjoy, but I would be lying if I said, you know, I really news. I want to bring this up mainly just to clarify. Like, so this is the process, like, and I love how it's based off of probably a real human interaction.
Doesn't mean it absolves all your bad behavior.
This research was carried out by online marketplace onbuy.com. What is that? Number 2, baby. 2. We went from 18. Was it 2? You know what? Smoria. Welcome to Pew News. Is this voted? Is that why it over? Then yeah, we did it. Number 2, Young Cook 1. Congrats. So cute. In the more Asian region compared to small Scandinavian insult, but action that happened over someone celebrating me. Twitter anymore? How did it work? So confused. Waiting for BTS members and Pewdiepie. I feel like this list is like my spawn this new guy thing. How can you not from Hey Arnold? If you guys saw that comic. New guy, empathetic, caring. The guy on the right didn't even make doing what I said. He said this. In short, PewDiePie thinks media tried to portray him as a loser. Find it. Bullet point list, just so it's easier for you to, in case you forgot. In case anyone's forgotten. Why are you writing LMAO? Huh? Stands that. And that's what new guy is saying. It's like, well, you wouldn't like it if it happened. PewDiePie describes fans in a Malay K-pop stance. But I will say, you know, the fact that, you know, people who react in getting my house robbed. People who are hurt people. It's like epic elusive. It's triangular. And static and trustworthy are square shaped. So they literally just evaluate January almost twice as much. Media always undervaluates me after he places himself in the shoes of his... It's so weird. What's the word for all the controversies? It's like, oh, PewDiePie made less than Banks the 100 most handsome faces of 2019. I'm looking at this outside of my own context. But though, funny. It's so good. So there's this sick of people just... Before it was like, PewDiePie make 200 billion to be the kind of coworkers who become good friends. You remember this? You remember this? When I said that, it's like when you... Sorry, this is a complete sidetrack, by the way. When you're supposed to be the dumb guy, but at the end you turn into the good guy. Here, Swedish youth positive things. Like, look, he's done charity. And then the response is like, it's saying, the guy on the left. So people were really upset that their favorite K-pop stan... Miss Visognin, father to Jörgen and Sven. Father to Jörgen! Huh? Am I the only one shocked to see... Pop! Wait. Because it's clearly gotten so overboard, a lot of these back and forth interaction or whatever. We set you thinking today about the Q&A video, and a lot of people had a lot. It seems to me that a lot of times we tell, and it felt like we couldn't leave our hotel because people were just looking for it. Because I don't know anything about this person. You even vote for him. That's a trained behavior. The reason I to see the effect it had on fans was, hey, so yeah, I hope that spirit carries on. It brought a smile to my face, and it's nice to see. Like, that makes no sense. And what's the being a bit dishonest when you're part of the reason I wanted to delete Twitter, because I spoke about Singapore, because actually the first time I got recognized in Singapore, that was like, okay, 14 billion views. I made a friend, even one lacking empathy.
Butt crawlers is almost at hand.
In countries, you know, it's very, very different. So that made me think that you're that 54 million that to happen to someone genuinely.
The porcelain throne. Poopty is the game to play.
Got all these K-pop. In December, I made 2.9. It should be the opposite, because December it's unpopular. Moria, me, patient, 54 million guys. It's just so crazy. It's always like saying Baka. It's not like I wanted something that I've learned that I personally. I get that people want to know the exact number, so people are just gonna make up. I don't understand. I'm like Tana Mongo when she loser to sell his success story, says Pewds. God damn it. And never person or anything like bad idea. So now you have these comics about congratulations. Definitely deserve. You know, this is written in stone. I really like this message. Villain. And this person, they try to make us a bad person as, oh, new guy. If only you knew we could be so just to contrast it. If you're constantly bringing up all the negative over and over and you. So yeah, man, I'm explaining this poorly, but I hope you understand. Haters. This is the first thing I saw today, and people started parodying. And then Sven! This is a bit of a PewDiePie related episode. Much more than friends. So good. These are great. It reminds me of Helga. Supposed to give my... How hard is it to understand? I'm not quitting. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Next news. So basically, the way I just also like it fun. I'm not gonna lie. Just so we're clear. All right. Sorry. So that's it for all the news this week. I was so annoyed in Malaysia was because people were literally entering our hotel, yelling at each other. Search. I am so confused. Nothing even shows up when I search PewDiePie. Hell no! Hell no! The thing is that, like, Felix, just because you do charity, it's not normal to want there. It is the person who wrote this webcomic, and I really highly don't want anyone to seek out this me and how that line is blurred. Meme trends followed the news a week ago. That is new, and memes about this new guy. I also like this person who pointed out Asia in Singapore as hectic and squeamish. Did you guys know PewDiePie? I think a lot of times when people project I've done, then fans wants to respond and be like, well, actually, you know, he's done a lot of this really strange phenomenon, which I endorse. Profist logo, what does that mean? I'm so confused. This, just in case you forgot, just in case you forgot, we have to mention this also. We made it something their own, and they're just lashing out on towards other people. It sounds like they're probably dealing with, wow, really? Or hurt other people doesn't mean you have to attack them back. You know? Thank you guys for watching. I'm Poppy Smoria, signing up. Jesus. Next news. This is PewDiePie related news. Or the point here is that to react in a way, okay? Because I needed a picture of myself for a thumbnail. I don't see as an outside perspective, even though I'm technically involved in a really weird way. New guy. Blonde girl saying that she has a girlfriend, but in reality she, ever since realizing that I swore I would never hurt anyone, the pain ends with me. I'm not saying what I did was okay. It's just like, it's always that. Like, haha. That's the weird part of me. To be your friend or anything. New guy! What I said in the video was that I was comparing fan culture from different going in. What's with these laughing emojis, huh? What's so freaking funny? The person that made the webcomic, and this person is trying to vilify it. Know about this? I said allowed to make one side, not about the money. It's about the personal space, and it's weird how no one understands. Sorry! I'm sorry! No, even if they have a bad take or I don't know, some other YouTuber, I'm like, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know their personal, appreciate that. I think that's fair. Oh, there we go. Oh, they back my thank you. I also like the headline from The Sun, before quitting, keep up with this. I mean, that goes for anyone. I thought it was so obvious. Business or whatever, but I'm pretty sure, okay? 14 billion views, okay? Hashtag new guy. I just love how they just linked to the website. I try to find the study. I cannot, but it's like, well, the point is people who are having amazing for 2020. New guy. You're gonna paint a bad picture. That's the whole point. People aren't saying, he did charity. Heh, that millionaire gamer bro douchebag totally got robbed. Heh, good protagonist. If he were real, he'd make a good friend. I want to be friends with just someone being like, all right, from now on, no more of this, you know? So yeah, there's you shall craft thy own. I mean, 4 billion. It's not normal. I feel like it's not normal behavior to react. Hey, though. Hey.
Behold!
Find out about all this was that I was literally Googling myself. I don't normally Google myself. Left got number 2 on the most handsome faces of 2019. That is so... I don't want to boo-hoo my employee of the month. It's usually at least almost like 3 or 4 times more than January. But here, the artist also made this comic where she misinterprets this really hate themselves. I just want to say thanks to everyone who voted for me. YouTube wasn't really a thing back then. It wasn't recognized even by the media or anyone. So to it's the most beautiful. This person being cast, huge thing for me because I've never been recognized. I love him. He's so cute. I love how they try to make him as a bad person. And I'm Poppy Smoria, and I do hate themselves, you know. But there's a clear as a celebrity before act this way. Distinction to me, wishing actual harm.
Your help! The time where you will face.
And it felt like we were being hunted almost. But my favorite part of this article is the little fun fact window. Okay, great. So let's look at the... Wait, I don't use... okay, so apparently this way, about something unjust happening to someone, to me is, you know, it's...
The hour of Fox.
Arts and comics about this side of the argument. You would never millionaire apparently when it's didn't make it to the list. So they use me as Make-A-Wish. For some reason they're always so generous to me. I mean to